Developing news in the Middle East after the Israeli military carried out what it is calling a targeted strike against a Hezbollah military leader in Beirut today, killing 8 people. Now, this comes after 140 rockets were fired into northern Israel.
Zechariah chapter 2 verses 1 through 8. I lifted up mine eyes again and looked, and behold a man with a measuring line in his hand. Then said I, Whither goest thou? And he said unto me, To measure Jerusalem, to see what is the breadth thereof, and what is the length thereof. And behold, the angel that talked with me went forth, and another angel went out to meet him, and said unto him, Run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited as towns without walls for the multitude of men and cattle therein. For I, saith the Lord, will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and will be the glory in the midst of her. Ho, ho, come forth, and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord. For I have spread you abroad as the 4 winds of the heaven, saith the Lord. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, After the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye.
From Lebanon earlier, and this exchange of fire follows 2 days of deadly attacks where handheld electronic devices exploded, killing at least 20, injuring thousands. Today, Israel pummeling southern Lebanon, Hezbollah launching their own missiles. This exchange of fire comes after 2 days of unprecedented attacks targeting Hezbollah operatives, handheld electronic devices detonating across Beirut, killing at least 37 and injuring thousands. The IDF releasing this footage of what it says is a strike on a Hezbollah weapons warehouse in the south of Lebanon. The leader of Hezbollah, Hassan Nasrallah, calling it an act of war. He says the attacks of this week will bring a severe reckoning and a just retribution against Israel.
Just as Hassan Nasrallah was giving his speech, there were 2 huge sonic booms that shook the buildings here. People screamed, and clearly the tension is high all over Lebanon.
Lebanese civilians still facing the aftershock, hospitals tending to the wounded. Intelligence sources confirming to ABC News the details behind this week's attacks, Israel creating shell companies to manufacture and sell pagers to Hezbollah. According to the source, 1 to 2 ounces of explosives were planted in the pagers with a remote trigger switch to set off the blast. This kind of attack planned 15 years in advance. The State Department continuing to assist on de-escalation.
We're going to continue to try to prevent that. So far, we have been successful of keeping it from turning into an all-out regional war, and that's what we're going to continue to try to pursue.
Well, at the same time, the Israeli defense minister has said that Israel is entering a new phase of this war as Prime Minister Netanyahu vows to safely return residents to northern Israel.